स्टैंडर्ड इज। मैं ईश्वर से उन सब के लिए दुआ करता हूं कि मालिक उन्हें ऊंचे से ऊंचा स्थान दे, और साथ ही इस कंपटीशन को जो शुरू होने वाला है, हम परमेश्वर से ये भी आरज़ू दुआ करते हैं कि मिल्खा सिंह जी, जिनका आखिरी ख्वाब ये था कि ओलंपिक में उनके जीते जी एक मेडल आए, हम ईश्वर तेरी बारगाह में ये दरख्वास्त करते हैं कि ये कंपटीशन हम सब के लिए एक ऐसा सीख हो कि आने वाले ओलंपिक में हमारा भारत एक नहीं बल्कि कई मेडल लेके लौटे और हमारे खिलाड़ी वो प्रदर्शन करें। हम सब की यही कामना है और हम ईश्वर की बारगाह में इसको प्रस्तुत करते हैं। रविंद्र चौधरी जी हमारे बीच पधार चुके हैं, हम उनका स्वागत करते हैं। एथलेटिक ग्राउंड NIS के पर हम ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी की जानिब से अपने तमाम मेहमानों का, खासतौर से विशिष्ट अतिथियों का स्वागत व इस्तकबाल।
So here we are, welcoming you for the Indian Grand Prix 4 from NIS Patiala. It's good evening to all the viewers who are watching this telecast on the AFI channel. Kamalpreet Kaur at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. She has already qualified for the Olympics, and in fact she is the only girl who has thrown the discus to beyond the distance of 65 meters. 6 centimeters she added in 65 meters mark, and set up the national record here at Patiala in the Federation Cup. .59. She has already achieved that. Already she has improved the national mark. Can she go beyond that? Here she is. Oh, that looks to me a very good one. and gentlemen, that in the fifth attempt, Kamalpreet Kaur improved her throw and set up a new ceiling to the national record, and she added 59 more centimeters to the tally of 66 meters. So that is certainly showing that she is on a improving path, and she has a real shot for the Olympics. Already she has qualified, but she is putting icing on the cake. Good going, Kamalpreet Kaur. So she is the girl of the moment, Kamalpreet Kaur. Here she is at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. She'll be on the front pages of the national newspapers tomorrow for sure. What a credible performance she has given. She's quite relaxing there. Getting congratulatory messages from crowd, which has come in pretty rare numbers because of the currently going on COVID-19 situations. So crowd is not allowed. But despite it, all the athletes are giving their best in these conditions. Kamalpreet Kaur from Shri Muktasar Sahib district in Punjab. The railway girl and her idol is Seema Punia, and she competed alongside her in the Federation Cup, where she not only relegated her to the second spot. Seema Punia threw the discus to a distance of 62.64 meters, but that's a thing of the past now, and she has taken the national mark to another level, and 66.5 meters she has achieved in the fifth attempt today, and it will be the news of all the newspapers tomorrow for sure. So we have started the evening with the national record, and it's all going to be a very fateful day, and we hope that more records will go into the books, and all the athletes will give their best of the performances here at PATAILA in NIS. This is Indian Grand Prix 4, and everything to go for, because all the athletes who have not qualified yet for the Olympics will be looking forward to qualify for the Olympics, and all those who have qualified will be looking to have a real shot for the glory. Let's have a quick look at the athletes who have already qualified. In the men's section we have Avinash Sable in 3000 meters steeplechase. He has booked his ticket. Then Neeraj Chopra and Shivpal Singh in javelin. In long jump we are going to see participation from M. Shri Shankar, who also crashed the national record in the long jump in Federation Cup. He will be in plane alongside Sandeep Kumar, Rahul Rohila and KT Irfan in 20 kilometers walk. So 3 participants are participating in 20 kilometers walk and 2 in javelin. In the women's section, 3 athletes have already qualified. Kamalpreet Kaur in discus, then Priyanka Goswami and Bhavna Jat in 20 kilometers walk. 4 into 400 meters relay. In the mixed team, India has already qualified, and some can get the qualification if the rankings of World Athletics will be counted. MP Jabir, Terenjit Singh Toor, relay team of 4x400, and a lot more like Duti Chand, Anurani, Parul Chaudhary. They are in the contention to qualify, but we all hope that they will qualify directly, not go for the ranking system, because other athletes in the world are also competing and improving their timings, and it's going to be very tricky. So the opening event just saw the tumbling of the national record. women discus throw has already witnessed a national record, courtesy Kamalpreet Kaur. She was the only participant there, but despite she didn't dampen her spirit and took the national mark to another level. 66.59 meters she touched. She was already the first woman to cross the distance of 65 meters, but she added more than 1.5 meters to her personal best and took the national record to another level. We hope that she will carry on this momentum and will be at least in the finals of the Olympics. Best of luck for Kamalpreet Kaur. Also, we have 400-meter hurdles final today in the evening session. Then javelin throw for women, in which Anurani will be the start attraction. Then long jump, national record holder Gulushi Shankar is participating in that as well. Four by 100 meters relay for women. Then 4 by 400 meters relay for men. Short foot action for men, in which Tejinder Pal Singh Toor will be so what I was saying, that 4 by 400 meters relay for men, then short put action for men, in which Tejinder Pal Singh Toor is participating. Then 400 meters run for women. Two races will be there. 4 meters for men as well. Following that is 100-meter dash for women, in which we are going to see the closest competition among the participants, as star-studded athletes who are participating that are Doti Chand, Dhaneshwari T, Himashri Roy. Then we have triple jump, in which Adolphe Paul and Karthik Unnikrishnan are participating. Then 3000 meters steeple chase for men, javelin throw for men, 5000 meter women. There's always
Kamalpreet Kaur has broken her own record.
Excuse me, 3000 meters steeple chase. It's always 3000 meters steeple chase, and then javelin throw for men, 5000 meter race for women, 1500 meter race for men, followed by 1500 for women, and the final event will be of 200 meter for women. The most anticipated race of the evening, in which Hima Das, Duti Chand, Dhana Lakshmi and Archana Susidran will rub their shoulders alongside each other. They all are participating in that, in 200 meter race for women, and that will be the last event of the evening. Here the participants are getting ready for javelin throw at your screen.
Hello, don't come to the track. Don't come to the track.
It's a hot evening here at NIS PATAILA. It's still pretty hot and humid conditions. After 1.5 hours, the sun will set, the flashlight will glow, the stars will twinkle in the sky, and our athletic stars will shine here at NIS PATAILA. That's we all hope. Javelin throwers are practicing. 7 participants are participating in that. Let me quickly give you the name of all those participants. Harita from Haryana, then 3 athletes from Rajasthan are participating, and their names are Lalita Chaudhary, Sanjana Chaudhary, and Uma Chaudhary. From Uttar Pradesh, it's Anurani's time, needs no introduction, the finest javelin thrower in women section that India has ever produced. Then we have Shilpa Rani from Haryana and Karishma Sanil from Karnataka. Surely presence of Anurani will inspire the other athletes in achieving their best. Shilpa Rani from Haryana at your screen, calculating her stamina for the final release. Indian athletics has grown leaps and bounds in recent years, in rich guidance of finest of the coaches of the world, and also the inspiration that they are getting from the veterans, and good support from the government of India.
Happy? तेरी बत्ती नहीं जली अभी तक. तू बोला वहाँ तक जाएंगे तो जलेगा. आज ना पता है. ये फोटो नहीं खींच रहे तो 1.5 घंटे पहले मेरे को बोला था साहब तू जाएगा तो आ गया. अच्छा बात ऐसा है. ये जो 7:30 पे
The ancient Olympics in 708 BC, it was part of the pentathlon. It carries a pretty basic instinct of a human being of hunting with the spear. A lot of wall murals we have seen in different parts of the world where it gained quite prominence in the Nordic countries, especially in the Scandinavia, where Finland, Sweden and Norway carried it to lofty heights. In 1880 it was the most popular game in Finland, and after that, when Olympics started, it was included in the proper games in 1908 for men. Doors went open for women in 1932, and since then it has been indispensable part of the athletics fraternity. As I already told you, it's quite a popular game in Scandinavia. So out of 1600 medals distributed in the men's section so far in the Olympics, 32 has gone to 3 Scandinavian countries, that is Norway, Finland and Sweden. In fact, Finland is the only nation that registered clean sweeps of medal. In 1920 they got the first 4 positions, which is no longer possible now because maximum participation in Olympics now is only 3 from a nation. So that records is going to stand unless IAF changes the rules and a country produces 4 or at least 5 world class throwers who come at the first 5 places or 4 places. Jane Gilani, whenever we talk about this game, his name comes up in our mind. The legend who broke his world record on 4 to 7 occasions, 3 times Olympic gold medalist and 3 times World Championship gold medalist. The 1996 was the year when he threw the spear to a distance of 98.48 meters, and that world record from the Czech legend still stands. In the women's section, the Czech Republic also has the distinction of the world record, and here we are with the participants of the javelin throw. One by one they will receive the introduction. They are looking quite inspired for their best performances. It's nice to see that young girls are competing among the best javelin throwers of the nation. The presence of Anurani must inspire them.
Now we are going to start the second event of the day, 400-meter hurdle. Lane number 4, with number 119, Javed Madri. Women javelin throw. With number 154.
Here are the participants of the javelin throw. Harita
Representing
came ahead,
Haryana.
raised her
With
arm.
number 169.
Lalita Chaudhary
Lalita Chaudhary. Representing Rajasthan.
from Rajasthan, she's
With
there.
number
Another Chaudhary, Sanjana Chaudhary.
170. Sanjana Chaudhary. Representing Rajasthan.
Next to her is
With
also
179.
from Rajasthan is Uma Chaudhary. Then Anurani, the most recognizable name of the Indian javelin thrower scene. Then Shilpa Rani from Haryana,
Representing Haryana.
and Karishma Sanil
With
of
number
Karnataka is there.
160. Karishma Sanil. Representing Karnataka. And the national record is on the name of Anurani.
On your mark. On your mark.
And the only participant who is participating in 4-meter hurdles is Jabir Pallialil. He is from Kerala. His personal best timing is of 49.13, which he achieved at the World Athletics Meet at Doha. Remember that Olympic qualifying mark is 48.9, and can he achieve that? That's what we are hoping for. It's very tough to achieve your best of the timings when you are not competing against anyone. So it's only he who is competing against himself, and what we are eyeing for is the timing lower than or equal to 48.90. Here he is reaching towards the second last curve and looking in bright shape. 29 seconds have already gone, 30 seconds, and he is approaching towards the finishing line. All eyes are on the timing of 48.90. What he can achieve. 2 more hurdles to go. Jabir looking quite in bad shape. 48.9. Can he achieve that? He is getting all the cheers and accolades. He can achieve that. He can achieve that. Oh no, just fell short. And 48.90 was the timing that he and all were praying for, and he got a lot of cheers from Bahadur Singh sir also, and all the other officials who were present to inspire him. But We are waiting for the official timings that what he achieved, but I suspect that he could not book his ticket for the Olympics. And as soon as I know about the timings of Jabir Madari Palliyalil, then I'll let you know. .51, that's what he got, 50.51. So it's about 1.5 seconds more than required. So best of luck for Jabir for the next time, and I hope that he will cut short the timing and will qualify for the Olympics.
All the officials, those who are on duty here, please wear your mask.
उनको बोलते मास्क पहने सब। वो लंबू को पहले बोलो। लाइव चल रहा है, राज को इनको कहो, राज सिंह को।
Well, talking about the women javelin throw, and the Czech legend who has the distinction of the world record is Barbara Spotakova, 2 times Olympic champion and 3 times world champion, and she threw the javelin to a distance of 72.28 in 2008, and that is still standing tall even after 13 years. Anurani on a progressive curve, and we hope that she reach the finals of the Olympics, and why not, India is hoping for a medal from her. Can she be the first Indian athlete, male or female, to stand on the podium in the Olympics? Girl from Meerut, a real sensation, and the first participant who is going to throw the spear is Harita. Here she is, but something went wrong and she stopped her run in the middle. It's all about the spiral trajectory that you give to your spear. A lot of aerodynamic theory and physics, biology, everything goes into this event. Here she is, the only southpaw thrower of the evening in javelin throw for women. She got the white flag, but what target that she has achieved? Not looking quite hopeful with her try.
Long jump for men is going to start now.
And here are the participants for the long jump. Muhammad Anis Yahya from Kerala. 8 meters is his personal best. Then here is the national recorder, Shankar M, raised both his arms and looking in quite a jubilant mood. Then Sahil Mahabali of Haryana, Rishabh Rishivar of Uttar Pradesh, he is there. Yugant Shekhar Singh, another athlete from Uttar Pradesh, is standing alongside him. Happy to see him there. And from Tamil Nadu we have 2 athletes. One is Vishnu Shivashankar and Vinod Kumar Yuvraj.
Tamil Nadu. Bib number 142,
Vishnu Shivashankar at your screen.
representing Tamil Nadu.
So
The
here they
national
are.
record is on the name of Murli Shri Shankar with 8.26 meters.
As you all know that in the Federation Cup, Mulli Shankar jumped to distance of 8.26. We will return to that later on. Here we are with Sanjana Chaudhary from Rajasthan. Remained behind the line. The first eligibility for a clear throw that she got. No, she could not, and it was a foul try. So it was actually very close, and I suspect that a little portion of her shoe touched the white mark on the blue turf. Next up is Uma. She's 22 on a learning curve. Here she is. Near about 45 meters she could achieve with that. The long jump is also going on there. Good try, a good jump. It's just been taken by Muhammad Anis Yahya. 8 meters he has already achieved, and Olympic qualifying mark, remember, is 8.22. So can another jumper in the long jump section book his ticket for Olympic, or Murli Shankar can stretch his limit? That's what we have to see. Here at your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the best javelin throw India has ever produced in javelin throw, Anurani. The crowd is charging with his participation in the event. Anurani, here she is, remained about a meter behind the line, and then she played very safe actually. Currently ranked world number 12.
सिंगल का रिजल्ट देना है, 400 एडल चीज का रिजल्ट देना है। क्यों नहीं? हाँ, आप बताओ क्यों नहीं लेना?
56.44. So not a throw of the level that Anurani has. Oh, it's a good leap, good leap. Meanwhile, in front of us from Murli Shankar, just where we are sitting, Murli Shankar looking quite hopeful with that try. It should be around 8 meters. That's Anurani's effort at your screen. It's Karishma Sanil from Karnataka. Sir? Yugant Shekhar Singh. The presence of national record holder should give him extra amount of energy to give his best. Yugant Shekhar Singh. The conditions are pretty humid here in NIS Patiala. Focusing hard before his try. He got the signal for go. Yuganshekar Singh. Two athletes are participating from Uttar Pradesh here in it. It's Rishishwar and Yuganshekar Singh. Later is set to the screen. Yuganshekar Singh, nice run up, nice follow through, and it's quite close to the mark where it could have been a foul, and it was just a foul. Checking his error there, and then leaving the scene. His first try not going into the books. Then we have Vishnu Sivashankar from Tamil Nadu here. He is focusing hard before giving all the energies in his jump. Here he is, slightly bandaged, but it was very close, and it's quite close to be called a foul. No, got lucky. But another tap of the jump that we all were expecting. And meanwhile we are getting ready for the 4x100 meter relay for women, in which 3 teams are participating. One is of India, then Maldives and India B.
4 into 100 meter relay. The best way to kick off the sprinters. Lane number 3, India. Lane number 4, Maldives. Lane number 5, India B.
So 3 teams are participating in it: India, Maldives and India B.
The name of Indian team, Almaty, 43.42 timing.
On your mark. On your mark.
It's going to be very competitive as far as the competition between the Indians is concerned, and India, Maldives and India B are participating. The timings of all the girls will be calculated for the final lineup if they qualify for the Tokyo Olympics. But here they are to release all the energies on the track. Some error there, and that's why they are coming back to their base.
On your mark.
Archana Susindran is starting the race for India team from lane number 3. Presence of some illustrious athletes from India should give extra amount of inspiration to team from Maldives. And here they go, clean start, good start by all the athletes, and here they are. And it's looking like that India team is doing very well there, and they are going for the first exchange of baton, and all the 3 teams have exchanged the baton at a very close gap. But now the team of India is opening up the gap. Team of India is looking in handsome lead there, and they are going for the third exchange, and they are looking in some rich speed, and the team of India is looking for the final exchange at the first place. And here is team of India who is there, and team of India is looking in some bright shape, and here they are approaching toward the finishing line. And how much time that she can get, that's what we have to see. And the team of India, Duti Chand, she is approaching toward the finishing line, and what time will she get there? It's lower than 44 seconds. At the second place is team from India B, and the third position went to the team from Maldives. But we all were clear that Team India will win that. But what the time that they will achieve, that's what we are looking to. We are looking for the final timings, and here we have the action replay of the action. In lane number 3 you can see Team India, then Maldives in lane number 4, and Team India B is in lane number 5. And with the shot of the gun, they all started their race. And at the earlier stage it looked that all the three girls are running at a very close pack. Then here you can see that all the girls exchange the baton at a pretty close margin. But here at the first exchange, after that it was Team India that built up the lead, and they went from strength to strength in that race. Team of Maldives lagging behind, as you can clearly see from the bird's eye view. What a lovely view that we are getting from the drone camera. And here you can easily see that they are in a rich lead there, and Duti Chand running the final lap, and here she is, and approaching towards the finishing line quite clearly, way ahead. And here we are going to see the timings, and we are waiting for that. These are some nervous moments for them. And as soon as I get the timings, I will let you know about that. Here we have, oh, it's good timing, 43.37 seconds India got there. Here is the result of effort of Uma Chaudhary in the javelin throw section, quite close to 60 meters mark. Nice to see the improvement in women javelin throwers in India. Shilpa Rani, excuse me, that was Anurani just before that. We expect that she will come with throws beyond 60 meters, but that was not the case again. In her third try she could achieve a bit less than 59. Karishma Sanil of Karnataka, 20 years of age, gave extra lung power behind the throw. it was not a valid try. Meanwhile, in action was Mohammad Anisya here. Looking not quite impressed with his try there. And athletes are getting ready for 4x400 meters relay as well, in which 3 teams are participating: India, Maldives and India B.
We are in progress with the next event, 4x400 meter
Here
relay.
at your screen is
Lane number 3,
national record holder
Team India.
Murali Sirishankar.
Lane number 4,
With rapid strides, he is approaching towards the point from where he took the leap, and it's a good one. It looks a good one. The best try that he has taken in the evening. Not looking quite pleased with his performance there, because he is the national record holder, and all the time the expectations from him are that he will go beyond his national record mark of 8.26. But this time he is not looking quite pleased with his performance there. Not looking quite pleased there. (64 centimeters) he added to 7 meters there with his try, Murali Shri Shankar. And here we are with the three teams that are competing in the 4x400 meters relay for men. India, Maldives and India B. They are starting the race from lanes 3, 4 and 5 respectively. The weather is now a bit cool and giving respite, much needed respite to the athletes. Here they are. It's all about the timing that the Indian team can get there, and hope that they will finish among the best in the world and qualify for the Tokyo Olympics there. The shot of the gun signaled that the race has started. Clean start by all the athletes there, and in the earlier phase it looks like that the India team is in the lead. The Maldives is trying very hard, but they are lagging behind, and Team India is stretching not only their limits but limits of others as well. And here they are in the single lane, and from here on we're going to see a clear picture of that. What a view that we are getting here. It's Team India that's in the lead. They're getting extra amount of cheers from the crowd, who is coming in low numbers, but they are very vociferous there. Team India, and just behind them is Team India B. First exchange of baton. Now the second, and Maldives team is a lot behind. India B is trying so hard to catch the rhythm and pace of India, but the gap between India and India B is of about 20 meters there. All the athletes are looking in some good speed there. Team of Maldives about 50 meters behind India B, so there is no hope that they can get the first position there, but they can improve their timings. Team India approaching there. Team India looking in good shape there, and going for the third exchange. Team India, that looks a good one. 131 they have touched so far. Team India B looking to reduce the margin between them, because Team India is going from strength to strength, and extra amount of energy has to be released by India B if they want to be in any position to usurp India from the first position. They're getting extra amount of cheers from the crowd. Here is Team India reaching towards the final curve, and after that they will go for the final exchange of baton. 450 meters to go, if I roughly calculate from the finishing line, and here we go for the final exchange of baton. Team India 2.189, the clock is ticking, and we all hope that they will achieve something extra there and finish on a high. What a rhythm and what a pace Team India has acquired. Maldives team way behind, and it's all a matter now about the timing of Team India. India B closing the gap, but not quite enough. It's all about, all eyes are glued on the clock, which is ticking and indicating that 2:45 has gone and about 150 meters to go. Final curve and final push of the energy, and what we are expecting that they will cut significant amount of timing there. Team India is approaching towards the finishing line. Let's see where they stop the clock there. It's about 3 minutes 2 seconds. A good one, and we expect a good news is arriving soon from Team India. We all are expecting and waiting for the final timings in this event, because what a promising run that Team India for 400 meters. Here we are running at a menacing speed. As you can see that we all are expecting the best of their timings there. What a view that we are witnessing. Nice to see drone technology in use in this event. The second exchange of baton, and here you can see that the gap is building up between India and India B. Nowhere in the picture India B you can see India. In rich touch there, about 15 meters ahead from their nearest challenger, which is India B team, going for the third exchange. It's all about the timing now. 3 minutes 3 seconds. We are still waiting for the final timings to come of the 4x400 meter race, and as soon as I'll get that, I'll relay that to you. Nice approach, nice finish, and here we have it. As I was thinking, it's 3 minute 2.61. That's what we all were hoping and praying, and let's hope that this time we'll give them
4 into 100 meters
a shot for the
women
participation in Tokyo Olympics.
Team India A clocked 43.37, the quickest running time, and sets the new national record.
And congratulations to Team India of women, who just clocked the timing of 43.37 in the previous race, and it was a new national record. So it's a day of national records, and here we have at your screen is Shilpa Rani from Haryana, but it's a day of national record, another national record just broken. And here we, just before this 4x400 meters relay for men, we saw participation of women in 4x100 meters relay, in which Indian women team clocked the timing of 43.37, and another national records went into the books. What a day we are witnessing. So two national records went
bib number 183
into the record books for
representing Kerala.
the athletes of India. It's a good sign that
number 4, bib number 175, Rivati Virapati, representing Tamil Nadu. Lane number 5, bib number 176, Subha, representing Tamil Nadu. Lane number 6, bib number 166, Zauna, representing Odisha. The national record is on the name of the golden girl Hima Das with the timing 50.79.
So first race, two races are going to take place in 400 meters dash for women, and in the race number A, that is at your screen, and 4 participants are as follows. Jishna Matthew from Kerala is in lane number 3. In lane number 4 and 5 are athletes from Tamil Nadu, Revati V and Shubha Venkateshan, and then Jauna Murmu of Odisha is in lane number 6.
On your mark.
Hima Das has the distinction of the national record, and she clocked the timing of 50.79 meter seconds, and she set it up in Asian Games in Jakarta, and courtesy that effort she claimed the silver medal, in which the Nigerian born athlete from Bahrain got the gold medal. Hima Das ran the race of her life there at Jakarta. I remember that evening, in which she put everything in her legs, and despite that rich performance, she could not claim the gold because of an African athlete who was participating under the flag of Bahrain, a Nigerian-born athlete, but credible silver for Hima Das, in which she shattered the national record there. Olympic qualifying mark, remember, is 51.35. Still a tough ask for these girls, but what we are expecting is that they will produce their best of the performance here in Patiala in Indian Grand Prix 4. It's Jasna Matthew, then Revati, then Subha, and Murmu from lane number 3 to 6. A slight disturbance in the audio system has compelled them for a restart. The one lap race draws a lot of attention. Long jump man is also going on as the sun has set and floodlights are on. We are soon going to see a different view of Indian Grand Prix 4 under the flashlight very soon. Still officials are passing the instructions to the participants. We are still waiting for the start of women 400 meter race. Meanwhile, in javelin throw, all the women in the javelin throw are going for their 6th and final try. Let's expect that this time we'll get the clean start from Jasna Matthew, Revati, Subha, and Murmu, participating from lane number 3 to 6. With the shot of the girl, they got the clean start, and this time it's looking like that the girl from the middle, it's Revati, who's looking in some good speed. Subha is also there, but Subha is closing the gap on Revati, and all the girls are running at a very close distance. It's little to say about this as they are approaching towards the second last bend, and from the outside you can see Jasna Matthew is stretching her limits there as well. Jasna Matthew coming quite close to Subha, Revati, all are running at a very close distance, so there is little to say about that as we are reaching towards the final curve, and here we are going to see the clear picture of that. Here you can see that the girls from Tamil Nadu looking in good speed there, and both Revati and Subha are running at a very good distance, close distance, and here we have it, as you can see that Revati is looking in lead, but she is getting close attention from Subha as well from behind. But Revati is going to finish the race at the first position. Subha got the second spot in that contest, and at the third position was Jyotsna Mathew from Kerala. Not looking quite pleased with that performance, because the timing that she got there, because it's way behind the Olympic qualifying mark, but still it's a good performance from the athletes from Tamil Nadu who got the first and the second position. And we are waiting for the final timings, and as soon as I'll get that, I'll let you know about that. Here you can see that setting up the early pace is Subha from Tamil Nadu, but from the outside you can see that John Murmu and Jyotsna Mathew is also doing very well. Here they are running at a very close distance, and in fact at this point of time we were thinking that Jyotsna Mathew is looking in bright shape. Here we have it, national record holder from the men's long jump section, Murali Shankar. Can he get past his previous best of 8.26? Got the white flag there, and not looking quite pleased with his touch on the sand. 54.28 and 54.80. The timings were touched by the athletes from Tamil Nadu, Revati and Subha there for the first and the second position there, and Jyotsna Mathew of Kerala went about a second behind, and Janma Murmu touched the timing of 57.53. But Shiv Shankar leaving the scene, and he's not looking quite pleased with his performance there. 7.71 he got with his fourth try there in terms of his statistics, and he has to ponder hard. That's he is looking a shadow of his best of the timings, national records of 8.26 at your screen. Two more attempts to come from him, and here we are going to see another start of on the race, and here are the participants of race B.
400 meter women, race B.
Kiran Pahal
Number 3,
from Haryana,
bib number 156, Kiran Pahal, representing
who raised the
Haryana.
right arm in
Bib
jubilation.
number 4,
Puvamma Raju
number 159,
of Karnataka,
Puvamma Raju, representing
quite veteran of this race,
Karnataka. Lane
and
number 5,
knows this track very well.
VK,
Jyotsna VK of Kerala,
representing Kerala.
looking quite focused
Lane
and
number
poised.
6, bib number
Then
166,
Krishna of Kerala is
Salini,
running alongside her,
Kerala. Lane number 7,
and
bib number 155,
Pooja
Pooja, representing Haryana.
of Haryana. One lap race. The second race of the two has just started. Slow start from Pooja from the outside from Haryana, and maybe she's conserving some amount of energy. And from the outside you can see that Kiran Pahal of Haryana is doing very well there. But from the middle you can see that Visomma and Krishna are looking in the good lead. Visomma VK of Kerala is stretching the limits, not only of hers but all the other participants as well. From the outside, Puvamma Raju, very veteran of this race, she is now picking up the speed and reaching close to Visomma, and I guess that she has just overtaken her as they are reaching towards the final bend. And here is they are, and it's going to be a very tough contest. And Visomma and Puvamma, they are looking in good touch, but Visomma, she's having some good timings, and she is getting close attention from the outside from Visomma. VK from Kerala just finished their race at the second spot, and it's Puvamma Raju of Karnataka. 31 years of age. She used all the experience that she has and finished the race as the first position. She was under a lot of pressure from Visoma and Shalini, but Puvamma Raju, here she is. You can see that she is behind a bit, but she is getting closer and closer to other participants. As we are going back to the action replay. Here we have it. You can see that it's a slow start from the winner Puvamma Raju, but here we have the timings. 53.78 she got in the end, and Kiran Pail of Haryana got the second position in that contest. It was a close finish between Visoma and Shalini for the third and the fourth position there, and that is how race B of 400 meter race for women finished. Tejendra Singh Tour at your screen. A well-known name, the current national record holder. Whenever he is in action, he ignites our hope that he is going to surpass his best.
No more chance. Hey, women, please take him up. No more chance, please.
Just a few days before, world record in shot put was made by Ryan Crosser of Oregon. He is a native of Oregon, and he set that up in Eugene in Oregon, and he crashed the record of Randy Barnes that was set in some 30 years before, and that was after 23.12 meters. And here we have just seen the start of the first race. Two races are going to participate and take place in this contest. Danish from Uttar Pradesh, Sarthak Bhamri is there. Then let's see, there are three participants there and participating. It's Sarthak Bhamri, then it's Alex A, and it's Jashanpur Singh. And as you can see, there's some disturbance there, and here we have it. And now you can see that as they are approaching towards the finishing line, and here you can see that at the first position is Sarthak Bhamri, coached by Harkamaljeet Singh from Delhi. Sarthak Bhamri and Alex A of Kerala gave him some nervy moments in the end, but could not finish the race at the first position there. Sarthak Bhamri looking quite fatigued, but still he managed his first position that, and second position went to Alex A, who gave him close attention, but really could not flourish and get the first position in that contest. Karanveer Singh of Punjab is holding the shot put at his end and looking quite for a good one, but got the red flag. Murali Shri Shankar was also in action right in front of us, but he also got the red flag. And Tejendra Singh Tour, the Asian Games in Jakarta, gold medalist, he crashed the national record there. Very emotional story, which is fit for a biopic, and I will tell you about that later on. Here we are with the Tejendra Singh Tour. Only 0.1 second is the margin between Alex A and Sarthak Bhamri in the race that just finished. Rashid from Delhi and Amit Balian from Haryana. Amit Balian from Haryana is in number 4 and Rashid from Delhi is going to start his race from lane number 6. These two participants are participating in this race. This is the second of the two races that we are witnessing in one lap race. And here we go, Rashid from Haryana, a very promising athlete, rising quite rapidly on the scene, and good speed acquired by him. Amit Balian looking in rich touch there. 200 meters to go. They are looking in good touch there. Amit Balian is in looking at the first position there, but Rashid, can he stretch his limit? Both the athletes are running at a very close distance there, as the picture is getting clear now that you can see that both the athletes are running from shoulder to shoulder. It's going to be a very tight finish. As you see this stuff, two athletes but giving everything to the crowd, but this time you can see that it's Amit who is slightly ahead, and Rashid is trying so hard from behind, but Amit is going to get the first position there in that contest. It was very tight. And both the athletes gave everything. In fact, no one gave an edge to their compatriots right from the start till the finishing line, and in the end it was Amit Balian of Haryana who got the first position in that race. Karanveer Singh of Punjab, not a very try by him. And at your screen is the poster boy of shot put in India, Tejinder Pal Singh Toor.
Results of 4x400 meter relay. Men are with us.
2 rotations
India. Clock the timing.
and a white flag release of the iron ball from him, and it's all about the statistics that he's going to get.
India B. Clock 3 minutes 11.77. Him, Maldives, clock the timing 3 minutes 37.38.
मैम की भी होगी, कैसे नहीं है, क्या है, सिर्फ वोमेन की है ना।
Devinder Singh, not looking quite pleased with this try there. Right in front of us, athletes are taking their final try in the long jump as well. Vanam Sharma, he is from the land of forts and palaces, Rajasthan. Quite bulky. He has everything in his figure which are fit for a shot putter. Low center of gravity. Vanam Sharma is still thinking about the measurement that he's going to get with that. Next up is Karanveer Singh of Punjab. Two and a half spin, but could not balance his body inside the circle. And here we have it, looking extra motivated, Tejinder Pal Singh Toor.
चाह रहे हैं कि उठाएंगे फट लगेगा, नहीं तो एक होगा वो लगाता रहेगा।
That looks a big one. That looks a big one. He was very close to getting the red flag, but how much distance he has covered with that try.
ओए, ये 100 के बाद स्टीपर जैसे जो लगवानी है लड़कों। कितने बच्चे हैं 100?
That is present here is giving attention to them. athletic meet, 100-meter
100
dash
meter women is going
for
to
women
start now.
is
Ring
just going to
number
start.
2, bib number 177, Himani Chande, representing Uttar Pradesh. Lane number 4, bib number 165, Duti Chand, representing Odisha. Lane number 5, bib number 158, Dhaneshwari, representing Karnataka. Lane number 6, bib number 182, Himashri Roy, representing West Bengal. The national record is on the name of Duti Chand with timing 11.22.
So 4 participants that are participating in the final of 100-meter dash for women are Himani Chandel from Uttar Pradesh. She is going to start a race from lane number 3. Excuse me, in lane number 2. In lane number 4 is sensational Duti Chand from Odisha, needs no introduction, and I will return to her later on. Then Dhaneshwari 80, the girl from Southwestern Railways, and people are preparing her as a next Hima Das or Duti Chand. She is going to start a race from lane number 5, and lane number 6 is Himashi Roy. And here we are electrifying a start from Duti Chand, and you can see that Dhaneshwari is also trying very hard from the behind, but the Duti Chand looking into menacing speed. Duti Chand is going to cross the race at the first position there. Here she crossed the race at the first spot as was expected, and Dhaneshwari 80, as I was saying, that she is going to be the next Hima Das or Duti Chand crossed the finishing line at the second position. She gave some nervy seconds here from the start. You can see that Duti Chand is looking at the first position there. Dhaneshwari 80 running from the lane number 5 there, and she is giving some tough time, but Duti Chand, due to her rich experience and extra exploit of energy, crossed the finishing line at first position there. We are waiting for the official timings. Himashi Roy of West Bengal, 26 years of age, she tried very hard from behind, and here we have it, 11.17. Oh, it was very close, oh, for the Olympic qualifying mark, 11.17. Mind you that the Olympic qualifying mark was of 11.15. It was very, very close. Oh, she could have booked the ticket for national Olympics, but what's more, it's a new national record. Oh, it's a new national record from Duti Chand, 11.17. Congratulations to her. It's a day of national records. Duti Chand has just shattered her own best, and here we have the action replay of that contest. What a finish from Duti Chand for the national record. Here you can see that she is running at a menacing speed, as I was telling you, and she is getting some close attention from Dhaneshwari, and that's why she stretched her all the limits and firing all the cylinders. She crashed the national record of India, and 11.1 second is the new mark again in the name of illustrious athlete Duti Chand. The girl from Jajpur has scripted the history again. She loved this track, and full congratulations to her, and she has already won a lot of medals here in PATAILA, and what a performance just before the Olympics, 11.17, and it's a new national record, and had she shaved 2 more microseconds, then she could have booked the ticket. Full congratulations to Duti Chand for making the national records, and girl from Jajpur, as I was telling you, a lot of firsts to her name. First woman to win gold medal in the World University Games, and here she is the girl of the moment, and she is the girl of the moment, flashing the victory sign for the photographers who are present here, and Duti Chand has taken the athletics of India to another level. Full congratulations to her. We hope and pray that she will improve more and become another athlete from India to book their placing in the Tokyo Olympics. Murali Shankar sharing some lighter moments with fellow athletes. It's nice to see that they are getting some encouragement from world-class athlete like Murali Shri Shankar. It helps a lot to the athletic scene as a whole when you compete amongst the bests, and the accolade, the inspiration that you get from these athletes, and the pieces of advice that these top class athletes give to their juniors is very valuable. We have seen a number of instances not shying in sharing some clicks with their idol. In which Dhaneshwari 80 gave some tough times to Duti Chand, and that in fact taken another level of the race, and Dhaneshwari 80 produced a magical run, and that inspired Duti Chand to be ahead and crack the national record. So this is how the whole athletic scene grows, where one competes against the other and push the other athlete to give his or her best. A few more events to come in the lineup, and in which we are going to see men's triple jump, then 3000 meter steeplechase, javelin throw for men is also in the line, then 5000 meter race for women, much anticipated 1500 meter race for men followed by women, and maybe the star-studded race of the evening, in which we are going to see rich participation from athletes in the 200 meter dash for women. That will be our last event. Still a lot to come in Indian Grand Prix 4 from NIS ground in Patiala, sharing some happy moments there, and giving time to the photographers who are present here at the athletic track and field stadium in this Punjab town of Patiala, a very sporting city. Many athletes are practicing here with an eye on Olympic medal in various sports. The prediction from the greenhouse is that India might finish at their best position in this Olympics, courtesy of shooting, wrestling,
women's 100 meter.
and who knows,
Duti Chand.
we might get our
She won the hurdle. She takes the personal best and sets the new national record with timing 11.17. She is glittering again and again.
Here at the announcement system, you just heard a very rich and encouraging news. And what I was just saying is that various predicting agencies around the world are predicting that India might finish at their best position in the Olympics. And shooting, wrestling are the two sports in which India can expect rich haul of medals. Also boxing there. And about athletics, we are expecting that we might finish our drought. Only 1 microseconds is still paining the nation. One instance was 1960 of Rome Olympics, in which Milkha Singh missed that Olympic, in which the first place finisher Otis Davis of USA broke the world record, and in the photo finish the flying Sikh, just a few days before, passed away. Missed the elusive medal, and the Holy Grail chase still continued. In the 1984 Los Angeles, it was turn of PT Usha, but she missed that by a whisker of 0.01 second. Still, those two instances of 1 microsecond still hurts the nation, and we might see a medal at the Olympics in the athletics. Triple jump athletes measuring their mental strength, physical stamina. Well, talking about Milkha Singh, it was his arch rival Abdul Khalik, with whom he lit up the scene. Abdul Khalik was Asian champion from 1956 to 1960. He won gold in Asian Games in both editions. It was Ayub Khan of Pakistan, the president, who gave the title to Milkha Singh of Flying Sikh, and such was the sporting atmosphere in both the nations that Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister, gave the title of the Flying Bird of Asia to his arch rival Abdul Khalik, after seeing him performing at the Asian level. Both athletes grew in stature, and those were the days when the rivalry of Milkha Singh and Abdul Khalik was talk of the nation. Not only talk of the nation, but talk of the Asia at least. Abdul Khalik broke the national record of Levi Pinto in 1954 Manila heat. And meanwhile, we are seeing the start of the 3000 meter steeplechase for men from another end of the athletic track. It's going to be a very tough race, in which the athletes participating are Raghav from Uttar Pradesh, then Muhammad Noor Hassan from Uttar Pradesh, Parveen Dhanda of Haryana, Rajkumar of Haryana, Shankar Swami of Haryana, and Vikram Singh of Madhya Pradesh. This race has long been associated with Avinash Sable in India, who is one of the finest athletes that India has produced in his steeplechase, and he is a national record holder. And not only that, he is going to compete at Tokyo Olympics at a very high note. He is not participating in this race and currently focusing on his Olympic dream. Looking at earliest lead is Rajkumar of Haryana. And talking about steeplechase, our mind immediately goes to domination of Kenya. And in recent years, no sporting discipline has witnessed so much domination by a single nation in a single event, and that is Kenya in 3000 meters steeplechase. We'll return to that.
Representing Kerala. Bib number 120. Aluthas Paul, representing Kerala.
Rajkumar at the first position,
Bib number
and at the second
125,
position, running close to him,
Kumar,
is Vikram Singh.
representing Maharashtra.
Still 6 more laps to go. There's a lot of time left in this race, but three men have opened up a very good gap over the rest of the field.
Representing
And
Punjab.
leading the pack is Rajkumar.
Bib number
Second position is for Vikram Singh.
Krishna Singh, representing Maharashtra.
Krishna Singh from Maharashtra
Bib number
is a participant at your screen.
122. Karthik Yu, representing Kerala.
In triple jump.
The national record of this event is on the name of Ranjit Maheshwari with 17.30 meters.
Still the picture is not clear because it's a lot of time to go. In fact, 4 more laps to go. Looking slightly tired. All the athletes. The conditions are very hot here in Patiala. In fact, he has left the race. As I was telling you, Rajkumar, something was not going right with him, and that's why he quit the race. From the first position he went out, Rajkumar, and now it's all about Shankar Lal Swami and Vikram Singh, who are running the race at the top 2 positions there. Anything can happen there. We have seen the turn of the table in the last few meters, and normally we have seen that the chasers become the winners. Vikram Singh. Well, I was mentioning about the domination of Kenya, and Kenya is continuously winning the medals since 1968. In 2 Olympics they did not participate, but except those 2 conditions in which they did not participate were the 1976 Montreal edition and 1980 Moscow edition. Well, their domination started from 1968 Mexico Olympics, and since then they have won 13 Olympic golds, and 2 times they have gone for a clean sweep of medals. In fact, 3 athletes participated in 1992 Barcelona edition, and all 3 finished at the first, second and third position. In 2004 again the same thing happened, and then the legend Ezekiel Camboy won first of his 2 gold medals in the Olympics. He later on went on to win gold in London 12 as well. The 2004 was another edition in which Kenya swept all 3 medals in the steeplechase, and they are so dominating in this event that it's hard to compare it with any other discipline of athletics,
Bib number
be it men or women.
Arshdev Singh,
Well,
representing
returning here
Punjab.
at NIS Patiala,
Bib number 111.
Shankar Lal Swami and Vikram Singh
Rajinder Singh,
very close. Vikram Singh at first position there, slightly behind, about a meter behind him is Shankar Lal Swami. It's a good contest going on between 2 athletes from Madhya Pradesh and Haryana.
representing Punjab.
3 more laps to go,
Bib number 150.
but something again it's drained out, and then
representing
it drained Vikram Singh again, and Vikram Singh is also not the participant in it, so the only participant who is getting no
Neeraj
challenge from any athlete, because all the other athletes, all the other 3 participants, that is Praveen Dhanda, Mohammad Noor Hassan and Raghav, they are running at a very close pack, and they are about 250 meters behind him. So it's going to be Shankar Lal Swami. If he finish the race, it's going to be Shankar Lal Swami's race if he finish the race, because now he has only 1 competitor left for at the attention, and that is only him, and he is there. Just jumped the water hurdle, and it's a very tricky race because of that water jump, because the water goes into your shoes, and it gives extra amount of pressure on your legs, and you have to be very competitive. Here he is at your screen, ladies and gentlemen, Shankar Lal Swami. Here is Shankar Lal Swami at your screen. About 300 meters ahead from their nearest challengers, Praveen Dhanda, Mohammad Noor Hassan and Raghav from Haryana, and the other two are from Uttar Pradesh. Triple jump action has just started, and I will return to that later on, but currently we are focusing on the only athlete who is competing with himself only. Here he is, Shankar Lal Swami. .7:30. The clock is ticking down. The Olympic qualifying mark is 8:22. I will return to the second and the third positions fight later on, and the camera is zoomed on the leader of the race. It's nice to see that talent is emerging from all parts of India. From Haryana, we are witnessing a very talented and sensational athletes. Here, the other three participants are Praveen Dhanda. Just behind him is Raghav, and Mohammad Noor Hassan is at the fourth position in this contest. They virtually have surrendered, seeing the domination of Shankar Lal Swami. And here is Shankar Lal Swami, who is going to hear the bell. No, sorry, excuse me. And he just crossed the finishing line at 8:38. And the final timings that will be displayed, and I will let you know about that. It's all about the second position there, and there you can see that the man who has picked up the pace is Praveen Dhanda of Haryana. Just crossed the finish water jump there, and he's approaching towards the final hurdle there. It's here he is coming at the second position is Mohammad Noor Hassan. He waited for some time, and for Uttar Pradesh he got the second position there. Praveen Dhanda at third position, and the last position, that is fourth position, because 6 athletes started the race, 2 went out, and it's Raghav of Uttar Pradesh got the fourth spot in that contest.
हेलो।
नमस्कार। आज हमारे बीच तेजेंद्र पाल सिंह तूर, जिनके नाम को किसी इंट्रोडक्शन की आवश्यकता नहीं है। शॉटपुट में भारत को नई से नई ऊंचाइयां आप दे रहे हैं और आज इन्होंने अपना ही नेशनल रिकॉर्ड एक बार फिर तोड़ा है। बहुत बहुत बधाई सर। हम सबको उम्मीद थी आज आप कुछ सेंसेशनल करेंगे, लेकिन आपने तो आज न केवल सेंसेशनल किया, नेशनल रिकॉर्ड भी तोड़ा और ओलंपिक के लिए क्वालिफाई भी किया। बहुत बहुत बधाई।
ना, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
आज हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि 21.10 उस मैजिक फिगर पर आज शायद हम सभी की निगाह थी, पर आपने तो आज ओलंपिक का क्वालिफाई भी किया और नेशनल रिकॉर्ड भी तोड़ दिया। कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं, पहले आप ये बताएं।
पहले तो मैं ये बताता हूँ, कोरोना ने बहुत परेशान किया, सभी वर्ल्ड को ही मतलब परेशान किया। और फिट में लास्ट ईयर भी बहुत था, 22 मीटर फेंक रहा था। फिर उसके बाद मेरे इंजरीज आ गई, फ्रैक्चर हो गया, बिल्कुल थ्रो जीरो हो गई मेरी। फिर से अभी बॉडी लाइन पर आई, फिर कंपटीशन कैंसिल होने लगे। अभी फरवरी में जाना था हमने, फिर एक अभी जून में जाना था, वो भी कैंसिल हो गया। बड़ी मुश्किल से कंपटीशन मिला और अच्छा हुआ आज।
बहुत बहुत बधाई सर। और मैं आपका जब रांची में आपने नेशनल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ा था वहाँ भी मैं आपको कवर कर रहा था। आज आपने नेशनल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ा पिछला फेडरेशन कप, तब भी मैं आपके साथ था और आज भी मैं आपके साथ हूँ। काफ़ी अच्छा महसूस होता है जब आप भारत की एथलेटिक्स को नई नई ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाते हैं। आपसे बस मैं एक बात पूछना चाहूँगा कि आज कुछ आपको पता था प्रैक्टिस सेशन के दौरान से अभी तक कि आप कुछ सेंसेशनल हो सकता है?
मैं इतना ही सोचा था, मेरा टारगेट था 21.5 मीटर का, तो वो पहली थ्रो में ही हो गया था
जी। अच्छा, इसके अलावा मैं अपने व्यूअर्स को बताना चाहूँगा कि आपके थ्रो से पहले अभी कुछ दिन पहले वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड भी बना है शॉटपुट का,
हाँ।
तो उससे कुछ इंस्पिरेशन आपके पास आई हो?
जी बिल्कुल,
जो 30 साल का रिकॉर्ड रैंडी बार्नेस का था वो तोड़ा गया।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, उस चीज़ से सर मोटिवेट होता है भाई, हम भी कर सकते हैं। हमें भी जैसे मैंने 21.5 मीटर लगाई है, जैसे इंडियन थ्रोअर है शॉर्ट पुटर, उनको मोटिवेट हो गए, वो अपनी थ्रो बेस्ट करेंगे। इस चीज़ का बहुत फ़र्क पड़ता है सर।
ये बिल्कुल आपका, मैं आपको व्यूअर्स को भी बताना चाहूँगा कि ये एशियन रिकॉर्ड भी है और जो पिछले ओलंपिक्स का जो मेडल्स आए थे वो 21.36 पर थॉमस वॉल्श ने लिया था और वो ब्रॉन्ज था। तो आपका तो रिकॉर्ड उनसे काफ़ी ऊपर है आपका तो स्टैटिस्टिक्स। तो ओलंपिक्स के लिए इन स्टैटिस्टिक्स के साथ तो आपसे मेडल की साहब एक उम्मीद बन जाती है अब पूरी तरीके से?
नहीं सर, अभी वर्ल्ड में अच्छा चल रहा है। मैं इतनी थ्रो से अभी सेटिस्फाई नहीं होऊंगा। मेरा टारगेट है 22+ का, वो जल्दी कंप्लीट करेंगे। हाँ जी
बिल्कुल। और मैं जाते जाते आपसे एक बात और पूछना चाहूँगा कि एथलेटिक्स फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया ने इस कोविड टाइम में भी इस इवेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज कराया और आपके लिए अगर कुछ किया तो कुछ आप कहना चाहें एएफआई के लिए?
जी मैं बिल्कुल एएफआई का, बनोट सर का, प्रेसिडेंट आदिल सर का बहुत बहुत थैंक यू करता हूँ, चीफ साहब राधा सर का, जिन्होंने ये मीट ऑर्गेनाइज करवाई। पहले तो ये मीट मतलब नहीं थी, सीधी इंटरस्टेट,
इसीलिए मैं बताना चाह रहा था।
हाँ जी। और कजाकिस्तान हमने जाना था, उधर वीज़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया, उन्होंने एंट्री नहीं दी, वो मीट कैंसिल होगी, तो हमें इस कंपटीशन का बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ है। थैंक यू
जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद तेजिंदर पाल सिंह तूर जी, आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। और हम सभी उम्मीद करेंगे कि उस ओलंपिक मेडल जिसकी हम सभी को हमेशा से उम्मीद है, तेजिंदर पाल सिंह तूर जी इसको ज़रूर पूरा करेंगे। और बहुत बहुत बधाई इस एशियन रिकॉर्ड और नेशनल रिकॉर्ड के साथ। इट्स बैक टू, थैंक यू वेरी मच। अभी हमारे बीच मैडम आएंगे आप?
हेलो
कमलप्रीत कौर, सॉरी, हमारे बीच हैं कमलप्रीत कौर मैडम। बहुत बहुत बधाई मैडम आपको भी नेशनल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने की। आज का दिन लगता है आपने जो शुरुआत दी नेशनल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने की, उससे इंस्पिरेशन और एथलीट्स को भी मिलती चली गई। पहले तो बहुत बहुत बधाई।
थैंक यू सो मच। नेशनल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ना मेरा एम नहीं था, मेरा एम था कि मैं अपना बेस्ट करूँ 69 मीटर 67 मीटर।
अच्छा,
हाँ जी।
अच्छा।
नेशनल रिकॉर्ड का मायने नहीं देता, मायने मेरा ये देता मैं ओलंपिक के क्या सोच रही हूँ।
क्वालिफाई तो आप फेडरेशन कप में कर गई थी नेशनल रिकॉर्ड को तोड़ के?
हाँ जी, ओलंपिक वहीं क्वालिफाई कर लिया था, लेकिन उस एम को मैं और आगे लेके जाना चाहती हूँ। 69 ओलंपिक की जो फर्स्ट 3 प्लेस हैं उनमें मैं दिखूँ।
जी ज़रूर, बहुत अच्छी, बहुत बहुत बधाई। और मैं आपको यही बताना चाह रहा था अपने व्यूअर्स को कि आज आपने जो नेशनल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ा है उसमें आपने जो डिस्कस को फेंका है वो फेंका है आपने 66.59 पर।
हाँ
और मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूँगा अपने व्यूअर्स के लिए कि इस मेडल के साथ अगर आप जाती हैं तो आपके लिए ओलंपिक में मेडल मिल सकता है, क्योंकि जो पिछले रियो ओलंपिक्स का मेडल जो क्यूबा की एथलीट थी जो बहुत लेजेंडरी हैं काबेलेरो, उन्होंने 65.34 पर जीता था।
हाँ जी सर।
तो अगर इस स्टेटिस्टिक्स को काउंट किया जाए और अगर सही दिन और सही सब कुछ रहे तो एक मेडल तो आपसे बनता है इस बार ओलंपिक्स में।
सर पिछली परफॉर्मेंस में मायने नहीं रखती
जी,
मेरे को अपना बेस्ट करना है कि मेरे को 69 से नीचे देखना ही नहीं है, चाहे कोई जितना मर्जी करे, लेकिन मेरा टारगेट 69 मीटर ही है।
मैडम बहुत बहुत बधाई, क्योंकि ये तो आपने जो अपना टारगेट सेट किया है और आप उसको अचीव करते दिख भी रही है। क्योंकि हर पिछले मैं अपने एक इंटरव्यू में पीछे का पढ़ रहा था, आपने बताया सीमा पुनिया आपकी आदर्श हैं।
हाँ जी।
और आप उनके अगेंस्ट में कम्पीट कर रही थी और आपने उनकी प्रेजेंस में ही नेशनल रिकॉर्ड को तोड़ा था। और इससे बढ़िया कुछ हो नहीं सकता, हालांकि आइडोल को हराना, लेकिन फिर भी
मैं नर्वस थी तब भी कि सीमा दीदी बाहर से आई हैं, बहुत अच्छी ट्रेनिंग कर रही होंगी, लेकिन वो थोड़ा मेंटली स्ट्रांग। हाँ जी,
सॉरी एशियन गेम्स विनर हैं वो।
हाँ जी, एशियन गेम विनर है, कॉमनवेल्थ में 5 टाइम विनर है।
जी जी।
तो थोड़ा मेंटली स्ट्रांग होके चली तो नेशनल रिकॉर्ड हुआ। अगर
हमारे तीनों पार्टिसिपेंट्स हरवंत कौर, सीमा पुनिया जी, और वहाँ से जो शुरू हुआ है अपना कृष्णा पुनिया जी ने गोल्ड मेडल जीता था उसमें। शायद वहाँ से कुछ इंस्पिरेशन आपको मिली हो?
बहुत सर, तब तो मैंने डिस्कस, कभी मेरे को पता भी नहीं था डिस्कस क्या होती है, लेकिन मैंने 2013 में स्टार्ट करी तो तब मैंने देखा कि कॉमनवेल्थ में 3 अपने इंडियन खेल चुके, मेडल हैं उनके जी। तो वहाँ से मैं बहुत मोटिवेट हुई। और दूसरी बात कि सर मेरे में कैपेसिटी है कि मैं 69 हाइट है, बॉडी सब कुछ है, लेकिन इस टैलेंट को पहचानना है।
जी ज़रूर।
और जल्दी से जल्दी मैं चाहती हूँ 70-69 ये मेरे थ्रो लगे।
अभी इस इंटरव्यू से पीछे मैं आपका सुन रहा था कि आपने कहा कि आपका जस्ट रिंग पे पैर टच कर गया, अदरवाइज अभी आपका एक और अचीवमेंट हो सकता था।
बिल्कुल सर, वो मेरे को पता नहीं, लेकिन मेरे को बाहर वालों ने बताया कि वो थ्रो बहुत अच्छा था।
अच्छा,
लेकिन वो हल्का सा फाउल हो गया, तो इस चीज़ को मैं सुधारूंगी कि आगे फाउल कम करूं।
ओहो, आपने तो बहुत उम्मीदें इस समय लिट अप कर दी हैं, बिल्कुल सेट द स्टेडियम ऑन फायर विद योर परफॉर्मेंस विद द वेरी ओपनिंग ऑफ द इवेंट। और बस आपसे एक और पूछना चाहूँगा कि ये फेडरेशन के लिए आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी? आप
फेडरेशन के लिए सर मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ, उन्होंने मेरी बहुत हेल्प करी है। मतलब उन्होंने ये डिस्कस आईजीपी, मतलब इससे ग्रैंड फिक्स स्पोर्ट में डिस्कस नहीं होती, उन्होंने डिस्कस करवाई, और इनके लिए मैं बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया करना चाहती हूँ फेडरेशन का।
थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत बहुत बधाई आपके लिए। और आपने जो 69 मीटर्स का टारगेट अपने रखा है, अगर आप उसको अचीव करें, उससे आगे जा सकें, तो हम सबको पूरी उम्मीद है कि उस एक ओलंपिक मेडल की एथलेटिक्स से, जिसकी पूरे देश को ओलंपिक मूवमेंट के शुरू होने से तलाश है, आप जरूर पूरा करेंगे।
जरूर सर, थैंक यू।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैडम।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Second is the leader of the 5000 meter race for women, Parul Chaudhary, girl from Meerut in Uttar Pradesh, and she is taking the athletics, long distance athletics of India to new heights. She is currently racing at the first position, in which two other participants are Pooja Harijan from Rajasthan and Sudha Singh from Uttar Pradesh. And talking about 5000 meter race, let me quickly take you back to the memory line when Prix and Kavita Raut lit up the scene in 2010 Guangzhou Asian Games, in which Prix won the gold and the silver in long distance races, and Kavita Raut finished at the silver and the bronze position. It was a sweet 1-2 finish for these two girls from Idukki and Nashik in 2010 Asian Games, where they finished at the first and the second position, and that ignited other athletes, and since then we are seeing long distance revolution. And Parul Chaudhary is going to compete in her last lap there, and she is going to put Sudha Singh a lap down there. Remember, the Olympic qualifying mark is 15.10, which is not looking to be achieved by Parul Chaudhary here. She is on the cusp there, and on the basis of the rankings, she might book the ticket to Tokyo. But what we were thinking about is that direct qualification for the Olympics, which is not likely to happen, because already she has passed that timing. She was just outside the bracket of top 42 of the world. She was ranked 45 at the last time of my knowledge, and she was waiting outside. And can she improve her timings there? Parul Chaudhary, in fact, just now Sudha Singh, who has left the race, and she's no longer the competitor there, and in fact she is starting again from the outside, already a lap down. But here we are with Parul Chaudhary, who is going to cross the finishing line at the first position, and 16.2 she touched there. Well, she has to do a lot to get the direct qualification for the Olympics and improve her timings. It's Sudha Singh. Slowly and gradually she is still remaining on the track. Let's see what happened there. He is still a lap down, Sudha Singh. No longer the competitor, and here is she is coming, Pooja Harijan of Rajasthan, looking quite impressed with the run of Parul Chaudhary. Just closed the race, and that is how we came to the closer of this race, this contest. And as soon as I know the official timing of this race, I will let you know about that. Meanwhile, we are going for the triple jump. Sudha Singh could not finish the race, and in which Parul Chaudhary got the timing of 16.137 and got the first position in that contest. 50 seconds behind her was Pooja Harijan of Rajasthan. While returning to the field events, in which the triple jump action is currently going on, 6 participants are competing in it. Anil Kumar Sahu of Maharashtra, at your screen, 17.14 is the ask of the Indian fans for Olympic qualification. It's a tough task for these athletes, but anything can happen. Here he is, relaxing, and here he is. He started his jump there. Moved rapid strides towards the point from the 1, 2, and a good one. a good one.
मैं उधर नहीं जाऊंगा दिग्विजय, मैं उधर नहीं जाऊंगा, मेरे से रिजल्ट मांगूंगा।
We are reaching towards the closing stages of the Indian Grand Prix 4. We are into the last hour of action-packed evening, in which we saw a lot of national records being broken by athletes. Just before the Olympics, it's a very encouraging sign for any athletic fan around the world of India, that just before the Olympics the stars are picking up the pace, and it's truly said that whatever the reputation that you have, it's at the time of the click that matters. Here is Gurjoban Singh, couldn't quite concentrate there. Excuse me, that was Krishna Singh of Maharashtra, couldn't really concentrate. Well, I was saying that it's a good sign for Indian athletics that just before the Olympics they are in their top form.
जाओ इधर से जाके ये 200 होल्ड करना।
A slight interruption due to some technical problem in the lighting of the stadium. And here we are with the start of the race of 1500 race for men, in which national record stands in the name of Jinsen Johnson, Sukhanpreet Singh of Punjab, Narmal Dahiya of Delhi, then Halaksh K of Karnataka, Ishu Solanki of Haryana, then Anup Kumar of Uttarakhand, Ajay Kumar Saroj of Uttar Pradesh, a very recognizable name. He's at the front. And then it's Manjeet Singh of Delhi, Soni Singh of Punjab, Yogesh of Madhya Pradesh, and Mahesh Kumar of Delhi are the participants. Still 2.5 more laps to go in this contest, 1500 meter race. At the front, on expected lines, is Ajay Kumar Saroj of Uttar Pradesh, a very recognizable name as I told you, and just behind him is Anup Kumar. These athletes, 4 athletes, in fact, have opened up a good gap over the rest of the field. When 2 more laps to go. At 3rd position currently ranking is Ishu Solanki. Still in contention is Sukhan Singh of Punjab, but Sukhan Singh is losing some rhythm, so it's going down to the 3 participants. Ajay Kumar Saroj is still in front, running from shoulder to shoulder, the 2nd position there, but now it's slightly ahead. It's Ishu Solanki, and just went out, or something went wrong with him. Something went wrong with Anu Kumar, so he is no longer there in the contention. But Ajay Kumar Saroj is looking quite promising in his position there, and he in fact going from stronger to stronger and giving some tough moments to his nearest challenger Ishu Solanki of Haryana. Ajay Kumar Saroj still maintaining his edge there. Athlete from Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh, erstwhile Allahabad, nowadays known as Prayagraj. Here he is, going to hear the bell. It's a good pace that he is currently running with. In fact, he is opening up a very good gap, about 6 meters he is ahead from nearest challenger Ishu Solanki. Remember, Olympic qualifying mark is 3:35. He has to produce something extra here to achieve that. Ajay Kumar Saroj, he is virtually flying there, menacing the speed that he has just attained. He is turning himself into a sprinter. He is getting extra cheers from the crowd. What a speed that man is getting. Ajay Kumar Saroj, he is reducing the timing quite significantly as he is inching towards the 2nd last curve. He has opened up a very solid gap on the nearest challenger Ishu Solanki. We will return to that later on about Ishu Solanki, but currently we are focusing with Ajay Kumar Saroj. Ajay Kumar Saroj, he is approaching, and now he can see the finishing line about 80 meters ahead of him. Ajay Kumar Saroj, 80 meters, now it's 60 meters. The clock is ticking down, 3:35. Already the Olympic qualifying mark has gone into the air, but Ajay Kumar Saroj is going to close the race at the 1st position there. And here he is the winner of this contest. At the 2nd position, reaching towards the tape, is Ishu Solanki. And 3rd position went to the athlete of Punjab, Sukhanpreet Singh. Good race that started with some rich speed from the participants, and just when 600 meters to go, it was Anu Kumar, who was looking quite promising from Uttarakhand, went out of the race due to some physical ailments, and we hope and expect that he'll return with the best of his energies and his best of his health in coming events. Well, triple jump action is resuming. It's nice to see the drone work there, giving a bird's eye view of the NIS sports complex of the athletic track in PATAILA. Just adjacent to this small little stadium, we have another track and field arena where athletes shape their skills and look for glory. That is in the maroon turf, and this one is in blue turf. Here at the screen is the statistics of 1500 meter for men. Let me quickly tell you what the names of the participants in men's triple jump competition. It's Abdullah Abu Bakr, Adose Paul. These two participants are from Kerala. Then we have Anil Kumar Sahu and Gurjoban Singh from Maharashtra and Punjab respectively, and two other participants are Krishna Singh from Maharashtra and Karthik Unnikrishnan from Kerala. Anil Kumar Sahu of Maharashtra started his race. 1, 2, and here he goes, but not going to be counted because red flag was raised. A very disappointing jump from Anil Kumar Sahu. Gurjoban Singh rubbing his palms in an effort to get extra amount of energy, now bending his body well. In trousers, he's approaching one good hoop and a jump. Close to 15-meter marks, not quite impressive. And threatening either. And just there, and 1500 meter race for women has just started, in which two participants are participating, Harmilan Bains and Chitra Unnikrishnan, very veteran from Palakkad in Kerala, but leading is Harmilan Bains, the girl rising rapidly on the scene. Here is Harmilan at the first position, two participants are participating, but the attention is on the timing of 4 minutes 4 seconds, which is very hard to achieve. And you can easily guess why I'm saying so, because the national record stands in the name of legend Sunita Rani, which she made at Busan Asian Games in 2002, when she clocked the timing of 4 minutes 6 seconds, and it's about 19 years that the record is still standing. So it's very hard to achieve, but still her Milan Baines can have a shot at that, because her personal best timing is of 4 minutes and 8 seconds. In fact, to be very precise, it's 4 minutes 8.70 that is set up in the Federation Cup in 2021, about 3 months before. So she is in ideal shape at the peak of her energy at this moment, and on a day when we have already seen many national records been in the making, and that could also give her extra amount of energy. Running well, 2 laps to go, and under 2 minutes she has raised 2 laps. Can she replicate it? It's a good pace that she has acquired so far. About 600 meters to go for her Milan. Chitra Unnikrishnan about 25 meters behind her Milan. You can see the gap between these two girls from Punjab and Kerala. Getting support from the crowd as well. They are present in few numbers, but very effective in providing the extra amount of energy that is very much required by the athletes. Milan Baines is going for her last lap, 3 minutes 4. So inside 1 minute she has to cross the finishing line. She can achieve it. Milan Baines looking in bright shape. She is at her best, as I told you about 4 minutes before. Can she replicate that? Milan Baines now putting all the energies on the track. All eyes are on 4 minutes of 4 seconds. She can achieve it. She can achieve it. It's likely that she can book her ticket to the Olympics. Very well shaped Milan Baines. She's approaching, and at the second last curve, it's looking that Milan Baines is going to win it. There is no doubt about that. But we all are concerned about the timing that Milan Baines is going to achieve there. 4:20. Can she cross that? And in the process, she will also make the national record. Can she cross that? Can she cross that? It's 80 meters, 60 meters to go. Oh, it's very tough now, and Milan Baines fell short of our expectation, but still she managed to cross the finishing line. Oh, it's 4:09. Oh, that was very close to the national mark as well. Just about 3 seconds ahead of Sunita Rani's record. Milan Baines put everything that she has in her legs, and the extra amount of pressure that she suffered with. Chitra Unnikrishnan came second there, but Milan Baines produced one of the most memorable races of her career, 4:8.70. She got at the Federation Cup, and what timings she is going to get today, that's what we are concerned with. Adolfo Paul, excuse me. Already he has achieved 16.56 at this venue, which is his personal best. For 4:8.27 Milan Baines got there, and it's another benchmark for him that she has just achieved. It's her personal best, but not quite enough. But she has a lot of time left with her because of her age, and we expect that she will improve these timings, and maybe she can break the national record of Sunita Rani. looking not quite pleased with his performance there. And Jose Paul knows this venue very well. As I told you that his best effort of 16.56 came here at Patiala. And what he could achieve there was 16.62. Oh, that's his personal best. Excuse me, I forgot to tell you that just now the statistics flashed, and he achieved his personal best here again at Patiala. So he loved this venue, and he surpassed his own limits, and that's what we expect, that all the athletes give their best, and he is not letting us down. Well, only one event to go in the evening session. And that is going to be a star-studded event.
Seven three, Dhan Lakshmi, representing Tamil Nadu. Lane number 6, bib number 174, Archana, representing Tamil Nadu. The national record of this event is in the name of Saraswati Saha with the timing 22.82.
Well, the last event of the day, that is a 200-meter race for women, most anticipated event of the evening, is just going to start, in which some illustrious names are participating. Hima Das of Assam, then Duti Chand of Odisha, Dhana Lakshmi of Tamil Nadu, and another sensational athlete, Archana Suchindran, also from Tamil Nadu, are competing in lane number 3, 4, 5 and 6, and in lane number 7 is Kumari Tina from Uttar Pradesh. Well, all the names are so big that it needs little attention from all the Indian athletics fraternity in India. in fact around the world, but due to some reasons we are not going to see participation from Duti Chand. She is not competing in it. So in fact only 3 athletes are participating against each other: Hima Das, Dhanalakshmi and Archana Susindran. A lot of expectation are on this race. It's all to go for. Archana Susindran, her best timing in 200 meters was at Patiala, 21:10, and with the start of the gun they all go. Good race is in the lineup, and we are expecting a frenetic pace from all the athletes, and you can see that all the athletes are running at quite menacing speed, and we are reaching towards the final curve there, and it's Dhanalakshmi who is there at the first position. Now it's Hima Das. Hima Das is edging ahead. Hima Das is edging ahead and building up a solid lead over the rest of the pack. Dhanalakshmi is trying so hard, but it's Hima Das, and he crossed the finishing line ahead at the first position, just like the Federation Cup. It's Hima Das who got the first position in that tight contest. Archana Susindran tried so hard from behind, and some tough nervy moments to her compatriot of Tamil Nadu, but she could only achieve the third position there. Archana Susindran, here you can see that Dhanalakshmi is building up a lead over Hima Das, but at the curve it's Hima Das who is coming ahead, and Hima Das running from in lane number 3, and you can see that Dhanalakshmi is trying so hard to catch the rhythm and the pace of Hima Das, but Hima Das ahead, and she crossed the finishing line at the first position there. Dhanalakshmi could finish only second, and Archana Susindran, despite giving best of the timings, but could finish only at the third position there. It was the race that we all were thinking and anticipating for a long time since the beginning of the session, and it's Hima Das who finished the race at 22:88, and just fell short of the national record timing of 0.0 that was set up by Saraswati Saha, but it's still a very good performance, only 0.06 seconds behind Saraswati Saha, and that's how we came to the closer of the Indian Grand Prix 4 at Patiala. What a memorable day that we just witnessed, in which a lot of national records went into the record books, and best of the performance of the athletes came as was expected, and I am taking you back to the studios. Thank you.